It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got another beer from Deeds Brewing Company in Australia, brewed in Glen Iris, Australia. This is called Knock on Wood, and it's a barrel-aged Pilsner. That sounds fantastic, and it's something that I've never really thought about. As a style, lager, barrel-aged a Pilsner. So Pilsners and lagers are made generally through the kind of storage process anyway. Lager means to store. But then putting it in a wood barrel, that's something else, isn't it? That is like, ooh, that's different. That sounds exciting. I hope there's a great level of carbonation in the beer. That would be my only concern. But what a great idea. 5.5% ABV. There's a look at the can. Quite excited by this. Quite excited. Deeds Brewing Company in Australia brew some of the best beers in the whole of Australia as far as I'm concerned. They are just a great brewer of... They're a great brewer of one-off beers. I've had some amazing Imperial Stouts, IPAs, sours, all sorts of weird and wonderful things from Deeds Brewing Companies, and we have another one here, a barrel-aged Pilsner. So without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. So what am I expecting from a barrel-aged Pilsner? Well, they've chucked it in some kind of whiskey cask by the sounds of it, or some kind of old wooden cask that would have stored a wine, or maybe a whiskey or a rum or something along those lines. We'll find out in a moment. I don't want to read the back of the can, to be honest. I'd like to think that I can try and pick it out myself, what barrel they've decided to use. I want to say a massive thank you to Trav in Australia for sending the beer. Absolutely wonderful thing to do, to send beer from Australia to Wales, the other side of the world. Just a wonderful thing, because these one-off beer from Deeds, I feel like I know Deeds Brewing Company now, yet if it wasn't for Trav, I'd have no idea who they were. And that's the wonderful thing. It almost feels like a local brewery to me now, Deeds, because I've drank so much of their beer. Yet they're the other side of the world. Thank you, Trav. We got a one finger white head. It's definitely hazy. I have got it out the fridge about 3 or 4 minutes ago, so it is cold. It's the middle of summer, so I think this deserves to be kind of in the fridge, doesn't it, at this stage of the year. I'm trying to point the bottom of the glass here. It is a nucleated glass, and I've chosen that for a reason. I've chosen the nucleated glass because I wanted to kind of create some extra carbonation if the beer needed some help, because of course it's been in a barrel. So unfiltered lager, good carbonation, small bubbles. Let's get the aroma. Oh my goodness me. This is something else. I have been loving my Pilsners lately. Loving my Pilsners, but this is woody and barrel-aged. I'm going to say whiskey. I'm going to say it's a whiskey cask. Wow. A whiskey aroma on a Pilsner. Incredible, really, isn't it? Oh, that is just divine. That I've got my nose into some of the best barrel-aged Imperial Stouts in the world before, but never have I got my nose into a barrel-aged Pilsner. It's got all those Pilsner qualities. It's kind of sprightly-like and slightly peppery, and there's a little bit of bitterness coming through, and there's a little bit of sweetness from the malt. but then there's a little bit of vanilla and woodiness and whiskey, which is mind-bending, really. It really is. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, oh, stone the crows. Stone the crows. Oh, that is one of the most delightful beers I've ever stuck my lips to. Oh. It tastes like some kind of strange, like, Lemoncino spritzer type beer. There's so much going on. There's a lovely level of carbonation. It's got that bitterness from the Pilsner. You've got those kind of, like, I'm going to guess, Saaz hops. I'm going to guess on Saaz hops here. It's like a lovely kind of Saaz hops, stinging nettle, spicy pepperiness. And then you're getting some vanilla and wood and whiskey. It's wow. That is just one of the most mind-bending, boggling beers that I've ever tried. And I'm going to talk, if I may, I want to talk directly to Trav for a moment here and say, did you buy one of these for yourself? Because, I mean, we got glorious sunshine today. It's going to be a 30-degree day out there. It's going to be fantastic. And I couldn't imagine finding a better beer in the world at the moment than this barrel-aged Pilsner, just to go, yeah, I'm going to turn the camera off now. I'm just going to wander off into the garden. You know, it's that type of, so much flavour, but it offers so much almost kind of relaxation. It's beautiful, beautiful Pilsner. I've never, in the 9,000 plus beers that I've reviewed on YouTube, I've never come across anything quite like this. A barrel-aged Pilsner. Even cold, this beer is offering up so much jolly and goodness and good times and a wonderful kind of like uplifting feeling. It's just incredible. Look at the head retention. Look at the head retention on that beer. Look at the quality. The mouthfeel is good. It's a slightly kind of creamy, rich mouthfeel. Lots of malt. I think Deeds Brewing Company are definitely onto something here. I imagine when they first produced Pilsners, they would have been in wood barrels. I imagine hundreds of years ago, like Pilsner Urquell maybe, you know. In fact, I was in London and I had a Pilsner Urquell from a great big oak barrel that they brought from the Czech Republic. I have had a Pilsner Urquell and a barrel, unfiltered Pilsner Urquell, but nothing quite like this. But I imagine this is from kind of like times gone by, you know, where you used to kind of like maybe kind of make a Pilsner in a wooden barrel. But it's amazing, absolutely amazing stuff. It really is. That's one of the most amazing beers that I've ever reviewed on the channel. Knock on wood, dreams of bringing you barrel-aged lagers continue here at Deeds, as does our love of Pilsners. We lagered this beer for a month in tank, then racked the whole batch into specially selected white wine barrels. I was talking about that kind of like spritzer-like. Okay, I was talking whiskey. I'm not a spirit fan, so I got it wrong. Okay, shoot me. I got it wrong with the whiskey. I was still convinced it was whiskey up until I read the side of the can. It's white wine barrel, but it's I did speak about a kind of like a spritzer-like flavour, didn't I, earlier on? So maybe I was kind of going down that line and then I just took a detour to whiskey. But, you know, nobody's perfect in life, are they? White wine barrels. To spend 90 days on oak. 90 days on oak. The result is a crisp, oaky experience that celebrates the Pilsner style. My goodness me. I just think that this is just the way to go. I've drunk so many beers and I've drunk so many different things in life, but this is the way to go. If you're a lover of lager, if you're a lover of Pilsners, then a white wine barrel-aged Pilsner, oh my goodness me, this is the stuff of dreams. This really is. This is just incredible beer. Incredible beer. Stone the Crows. Five point 5.5% ABV. I mean, it's perfect sessionable strength. 4 cans of this. Oh, wonderful. Stone the Crows, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.